50.
We're gonna
58 for Mike.
Red 80.
Hey, alert 3, alert.
80 weapon.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Safety's creeping. Watch twist.
On second down, it's Bell.
Check 26, check 26. Rush in.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Red 80. Hey, exit.
Darnold on third down. And he finds his man Griffin. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and goal, Jets.
Big completion there on 3rd and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
You got nothing. Mike's 5-4.
Here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Kyle Van Noy providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Bang, 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 bang. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Now Brady. It's caught. This is White. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Brady gives to Michelle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 24.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
Man, I got you.
On your team, alert.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on.
It got his man complete. 33 yards that time. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
20. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. From the 22, Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsey. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for New England, 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Brady going to throw. Dancing to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Defense was expecting run, and their Delta pass of over 15 yards.
Mike 54. You gonna get this boy? You think you gonna get this?
Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman. 83 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Gostkowski the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go.
Now Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago, Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. On the carry, it's Cannon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. On 2nd and 9, Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Let's go.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down with Cannon. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Cannon. And room there to work it inside the 25. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Red 80. Push him back.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Cannon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. John Simon, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And Crosby puts it through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Wait, hit.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on the 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 12, Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. That's out to his running back, Michelle. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Van Noy getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Eagles have moved out ahead in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380.
You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, Bolt 66. Bravo. Greystone travel. Shadow.
SOS.
Alert.
SOS.
Bolt 50.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Cannon. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
One more time, it's Cannon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Five.
951.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Hightower picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Darnold now to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Brady. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll come out in the pistol. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Watch the eye.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, he's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On the ground, Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And it's Michel once again. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 57.
Hey, 66.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
Check.
Brady going to go on fourth down. He's got Lacoste as tight end. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league, and to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My